सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight at 8 p.m. tonight, as the Prime Minister says, we will never compromise. Is Rahul and company, are they working against national interests at this time? At 9 o'clock tonight, why completely agree that this is a great opportunity and not a challenge for the country? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Republic, and you're with me on the debate this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, there is only one leader in the world, just one world leader, who is standing up directly and completely against the bullying of Donald Trump. And that world leader is our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi. Trump says that our trade barriers are obnoxious. He says our trade policy is obnoxious. He used the words obnoxious. And Narendra Modi says in response that do not forget, Mr. Trump, the welfare of our farmers is our top priority. Donald Trump threatens us and says if you buy Russian oil, then I will accuse you of selling it in the open market. And Narendra Modi says that I know that personally I will have to pay a heavy price for taking on America, but I'm ready for it, for my people, for my farmers, and for national interest. Trump says that I warn you, Mr. Modi, I'm going to bring in 25 plus 25%. I'm going to put in 50%. Almost illegal tariffs, but Modi says again, you can do what you want, but I'm going to take care of my dairy farmers, our fishermen, and our farmers, our agriculture. I'm not going to compromise on it. And then Trump threatens again. He says, Mr. Modi, you're going to see a lot of secondary sanctions, keeping the option of taking it beyond 50%. And Narendra Modi says, farmers, fishermen, and my dairy farmers, I'm not going to compromise on any of them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what our Prime Minister said.
अपने किसानों के, पशुपालकों के और मछुआरे भाई बहनों के हितों के साथ कभी भी समझौता नहीं करेगा। और मैं जानता हूं व्यक्तिगत रूप से मुझे बहुत बड़ी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी, लेकिन मैं इसके लिए तैयार हूं। मेरे देश के किसानों के लिए, मेरे देश के मछुआरों के लिए, मेरे देश के पशुपालकों के लिए आज भारत तैयार है।
And that message makes us so proud. Ladies and gentlemen, every day this battle goes on between Narendra Modi and Donald Trump. We increase in global stature because we in India are standing up to American bullying like no other country in the world has, and not just today, since World War II. The whole world is used to American bullying, and that is why the world is taking note. CNBC Global says India isn't flinching, why Trump is misreading India's tariff playboard. CNN International says Trump wants India to stop buying Russian oil. Why is Modi saying no? The Chinese CGTN says India-US trade turmoil, when a bargain becomes an extortion. Suddenly the Chinese are also on our side. And the Financial Times says Narendra Modi tells Indian farmers he will never compromise in the face of 50% tariff. Even if grudgingly, the entire world, from Europe to the United Kingdom, to China, to Japan, to Australia, are watching what Narendra Modi is doing with admiration. And that is what matters the most. But why is Narendra Modi doing it? I thought that today I would tell you a little bit about why Narendra Modi is doing it. And I'm not getting carried away with it, but he is doing this for our future. Why is Narendra Modi taking a hard line on it? Because he has a long-term view of not just India as Viksit Bharat, but the terms on which India will become Viksit Bharat. It is very important for us to read Narendra Modi's mind. Narendra Modi essentially is analyzing the present situation and saying, my steps today will decide the future generation's economic future. He can be very transactional, and he can say, I'll compromise with the Americans, I'll protect myself politically, but no, he's not doing that. And this is not just about oil from Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just about affordable oil. This is a bigger battle. This is MAGA versus MEGA. Make India great again. And Narendra Modi is quite clear that India's interests are not up for negotiation. Let me explain why this is MAGA versus MEGA. Why what Narendra Modi is doing will have direct benefit to the people of the country. Because what Modi has said is that I'm going to go with a conscious, farmer-led, fuel security, seed sovereignty, and rural life dignity-led approach. I need to protect the interests of my people. Of course, it is about Russian oil. 33 billion saved in energy costs. Where does this money go to? This money is a direct beneficiary, ladies and gentlemen. The direct beneficiaries of this money being saved are you and me, are us. Narendra Modi is also saying that should I really allow Donald Trump to push through genetically modified crops into India? Now, if GM soya or GM corn is even allowed for animal feed, it will give multinational corporations a backdoor entry into Indian agriculture. GM crops would be pushed to small Indian farmers through multinational patents, and Indian farmers will be controlled by multinational companies. Modi is saying long-term ramifications are very dangerous. If leveraged to their full potential, our agricultural sector can grow on its own. It can grow to potentially about $1.5 trillion by 2035. So Narendra Modi is saying, I'll take the hit now, but we will make our Indian agriculture strong in the medium term. And finally, the dairy industry. This is 5% of our total GDP. We contribute proudly over 25% to global milk production. We support 80 million rural households. Now, Narendra Modi can compromise with Donald Trump and say, I will give up on our interests. But he knows that Indian dairy has the potential to challenge the world rather than allow American dairy manufacturers to open literally the floodgates into India. So all of the things that Narendra Modi is doing today by standing up to Donald Trump in the medium to long term will have tremendous benefit for the people of India. And we must have nothing but absolute admiration for a Prime Minister who says, I'm willing to stake myself. I'm willing to take the personal hit, the political hit, but I will not budge to what Donald Trump wants me to do. How different this approach is from the approach of Manmohan Singh and the Congress, when they just bent helplessly before the American administrations. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a proud moment for the country. At this moment, we also need to choose what kind of leader does this country need. Leaders are tested in tough times. As they say, as the cliches goes, tough times don't last, but tough people do, and tough leaders do. We have a direct contrast today between a Narendra Modi who says every Indian is saying we are set to become the third largest economy. Every leader, despite their hesitations, must work in national interest and awaken the spirit of Swadesh, self-reliance among the people. That is one choice you have today. If you're watching this, choose. On the other hand, you have Rahul Gandhi, who says, India, we are a dead economy. We're a completely dead economy. And he made that comment, ladies and gentlemen, in the Indian Parliament, in the premises of the Indian Parliament. How disgraceful is that? How opportunistic is that? And how desperate is that? You need to choose, ladies and gentlemen. And we ran a poll as well. We ran a poll, we asked people. And we're continuing to ask people, out of the leaders, who do you support? Which side, ladies and gentlemen, do you support? Do you support the approach of Narendra Modi, who says, we have a long way to go, we must therefore fight hard right now? Or do you support Rahul Gandhi? And I can only tell you this, it's Modi, Modi, Modi by a long margin. So this is the time for you to choose. What kind of a leader do you want to have? Do you want to have a nation-first leader? Do you have an India-first leader? Or do you want a leader who says that India is not even a nation and that India is a dead economy? The fact is, viewers, Modi baiters, Modi haters may not like it, but Narendra Modi, through this fight, which will be remembered for decades, the MAGA versus MEGA fight, some people say, but no. It is the fight of despotism, Trump style, through the approach of statesmanship of Narendra Modi. The whole world, the whole global south is standing quietly behind Narendra Modi and saying, this is the way a leader of a nation must respond. No theatrics, no anger, no bad language. But he is leading today Brazil, which is 50% tariffs. Laos, 40% tariffs. Myanmar, 40% tariffs. All of them are looking up to Narendra Modi, saying he eventually will win. And in the victory of India is our victory as well. How proud should we be about this situation, ladies and gentlemen? I feel proud. Do you? And therefore I say to you tonight, it is time for you to choose. Do not believe the doomsday scenarios, the anti-India positions of Rahul Gandhi. Remember all the things he said during COVID. How Rahul Gandhi said during COVID is going to, the third wave will finish India. We will be, every wave will be bigger. India will be destroyed. But we know that we actually supplied 70% of WHO's total vaccine stock. And we were the fastest country to achieve the 100 million vaccination mark. We defeated the lies of Rahul Gandhi at that point of time. We can do it again. And that is why, in conclusion, I would say I totally agree with the ex-CEO of Niti Aayog and former G20 Sherpa, Amitabh Kant, when he said that Trump has provided us a once-in-a-generation opportunity to take the next big leap on reforms. This crisis must be fully utilized. How right you are, Mr. Amitabh Kant. I thank you for your leadership when you say that. It is time for us to choose, therefore. It is time for us to choose between the anti-Trump position of Narendra Modi and the government of India. 95% of you are backing Narendra Modi, and the Trump-leaning position of Rahul Gandhi. Only 5% are. I'm sure by the end of this debate, that number will be 100-0. I thank you for listening to me tonight. I will be grateful if you can forward this video to as many people as possible so that people see the truth. The tough times will pass, but we must be on the right side. Let's debate.
Threatened and rattled, Donald Trump is targeting the world's fourth largest economy.
Indian officials have said that there are other countries that are buying Russian oil.
It's okay.
Like China, for instance, buying more.
Yeah.
Why are you singling India out for these additional sanctions?
It's only been 8 hours, so let's see what happens over the next.
Sanctions.
You're going to see a lot more.
So this is a taste.
You're going to see a lot more. You're going to see so much secondary sanction.
Trump wants to push genetically modified crops into India. While the negotiations continue between India and United States, India has categorically refused to allow genetically modified crops in agricultural sector. India has told the megalomaniac president, we are not giving in to your tantrums.
हमारे लिए अपने किसानों का हित सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता है। भारत अपने किसानों के, पशुपालकों के और मछुआरे भाई बहनों के हितों के साथ कभी भी समझौता नहीं करेगा। और मैं जानता हूं व्यक्तिगत रूप से मुझे बहुत बड़ी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी, लेकिन मैं इसके लिए तैयार हूं। मेरे देश के किसानों के लिए, मेरे देश के मछुआरों के लिए, मेरे देश के पशुपालकों के लिए आज भारत तैयार है।
Modi government stand is clear. No compromise with farmers' interest. No compromise with dairy farmers' interest. No compromise with national interests. Bring it on. We are ready for it. Unfortunately, India's opposition has not been able to put up a joint front for the nation. They are back to their attack government and politicized template.
Well, this is pure and simple blackmail by America. Having said that, it's surprising that we've reached this spot where we can be bullied around by a superpower. Over the last 11 years, what we've seen, the track record of our foreign policy, the track record of our diplomacy, the track record of our Prime Minister's own initiatives abroad, the diaspora events and so on and so forth, everything was targeted at highlighting the Prime Minister, projecting the Prime Minister and his personal image, not the country's interests.
प्रधानमंत्री जी इतने कमज़ोर हो गए हैं कि अमेरिका जैसे नचा रही है वैसे ही नाच रहे हैं। अब आप सोचिए 50% टैरिफ होना कितना भारी देश को नुकसान होने जा रहा है, और इस पर कोई बात नहीं कह रहे ये लोग, सब लोग चुप हैं।
Segments like IT, especially IT related goods and services, pharmaceuticals and textiles will be badly affected. Exports will come down, and this is all because of the botched up foreign policy of the union government.
Despite the economic pressure, Modi government has stood tall and unflinching. But the opposition is ready to dance to Trump's tunes.
Trump is saying Indian economy is a dead economy.
Yes, he's right. I mean, everybody knows this, except the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister. Everybody knows that the Indian economy is a dead economy.
As a nation, this is the time to come together to protect our farmers, our economy, and our sovereignty. Can the opposition for once look at the larger picture and back Bharat instead of Donald Trump?
Tonight with Sanju Verma of the BJP, Patabika Ram Komar Reddy of the TDP. We have Abdul Razak of the Congress. We have Sunny Singh Ahluwalia, chief spokespersons nationally of the Aam Aadmi Party. We have Pulla Rao, pro-DMK. We have Rajat Sethi, right-leaning columnist, and Sanjeev Srivastav, senior journalist. I thank you all very, very, very much. Now, Dr. Ahluwalia, since the first time you're on my program, you see, this is when there are times of war, you stand with the country. When there are times of war, you stand with the government. When there are times of war, you stand with the Prime Minister of India. You don't stand with the President of the country which is threatening us. Why is the opposition being so opportunistic and being so short-sighted in your view?
No, according to me, that why India is going to give the price. Why are we giving the price just for purchasing oil from Russia? Is that a real reason? What will happen to our export? What will happen to our textile industry? What will happen to our spice industry? And what will happen to other things? Has a very good relation. Prime Minister Modi has a very good relation with Trump. Where is the relation? And why Trump is only targeting India? Why Trump is not targeting China or any other country? Why only India? Just to blackmail us? And one time we are saying that we have a very good relation with US. What happened in the war with Pakistan, the neighboring country? That time also US said what? Now my only question is, are we getting threatened because we are purchasing oil from Russia? Or there is some other reason of blackmailing country like India, who has always stood with US? And this is not only for the US. See what is happening, how Trump is targeting and why he's targeting. When he has a close relation, just because of Russia we are being targeted, and what our Prime Minister and our big ministers are doing on it. They are saying that I'm going to stand. The Prime Minister's statements clearly mention that I'm standing with the farmers. What is formula is trying to say? What advantages we are giving to the US and what disadvantages we are getting in return?
Dr. Ahluwalia, Dr. Ahluwalia, just 1 minute. Before I get Sanju to respond, I am very shocked at whatever you are saying, because I thought you would feel proud that you have a Prime Minister who tells Donald Trump that we are going to do what we want and we are not going to bow down to what you're saying. We will build a relationship with whoever we want.
No, what he's saying.
Don't you feel proud about
GTRI.
it? Did you feel, doesn't that make you feel a little proud?
How this is proud? When our exporters go down.
No, this is a negotiation. Dr. Ahluwalia.
Thing will go down and we'll
Dr.
Dr.
Ahluwalia, I want to ask you. I want to ask you. Of course, China is not a democratic country. But, I want to ask you. Actually, let me ask Razak. China is not a democratic country. But when in China was also threatened with 145% tariff by Trump, were there people in China saying that Xi Jinping is to blame? But in India, we will blame Narendra Modi for Trump's decisions. Why? There's no logic here. Razak?
Because Narendra Modi ji always says that we have a good relation with US. We are...
everybody thought they have a good relation with Trump, but Trump has gone mad nowadays. Isn't it obvious to you? He's gone crazy of late.
But still India went ahead and we did Howdy Modi, Namaste Trump. Arnab ji, the opposition is always with the government when it comes to national interest. But will the BJP accommodate? Did we not warn Mr. Modi not to go ahead and meddle or interfere in their private elections? What happened to Namaste Trump? What happened to Howdy Modi? Why was all this done? Today we should accept that Modi Sarkar failed in its foreign policies.
This tariff policy of...
Since you are...
the tariff policy of Donald Trump has come out in this term. The tariff policy of Donald Trump has come out in this term. What are you talking about? Why is your GK so bad? Now, I want Sanju to come into this. On the sort of responses we are seeing of the opposition so far. Sanju, briefly.
Sir, this term or that term, it was the same.
No, this is not fair.
It was the same.
I refuse to debate like this because I did not interject anybody when they were making their point. And you don't like me interfering. I expect certain courtesy when I'm talking. Are you done, Mr. Razak? Or if you have something more to say, you can go ahead. I will speak after you're done. Thank you.
Carry on.
Arnab, first and foremost,
there is Arnab, actually time lag.
I refuse to debate. You can have him speak. Because you will not, stop these guys from making and creating a nuisance. The moment Sanju Verma interjects, you tell me, Sanju, wait. Let him speak. I'm willing to listen to him today. Let him speak. Because he's full of anguish and angst. Let him make more points if he has some valid ones.
No, carry on, Sanju.
Carry on.
Why anger? What is there to be angry about? Come on. Please continue.
No, what do you expect me to do? You expect me to applaud for him?
Why am I getting dragged into this? Can we all start our positions? I'm just chilled out today. Relax. I am calm. Yeah.
Arnab, first and foremost, the audio is very bad. I don't know whether you're able to listen to me or hear me or not.
Loud and clear.
Okay. So now please, Mr. Razak, I heard you. Let me make my point and you can rebut me as much as you wish. First, in 30 seconds, I'm done with this entire reckless narrative by Rahul Gandhi saying Indian economy is a dead one. And on your show, I want to say that I had written an op-ed column, Indian economy is alive and kicking, which was tweeted by the official handle of the Prime Minister of India. I'm not trying to, curry some brownie points here, but let truth be told. India is the world's 4th largest economy today. Rahul Gandhi says it's a dead economy. We are the world's 6th largest stock market. Rahul Gandhi says we are dead. We have the world's 4th largest forex reserves. We have the world's 7th largest gold reserves. We are the world's 2nd largest steel producer. We are the world's 2nd largest cement producer. We are the world's 2nd largest motorcycle manufacturer. We are the world's 2nd largest smartphone market. We are the world's 3rd largest solar energy producer. We are the world's 3rd largest wind energy producer. And most importantly, we added 17.9 crore, 179 million jobs in the last 11 years, including 4.7 crore jobs last year alone. Thanks to Narendra Modi, Arnab, 25 crore people were uplifted from multi-dimensional poverty. And let me very quickly in 5 seconds tell you, the poverty rate in 2005 in India was 37.2%. In 2012, it was 21.9%. As you and me speak today, the poverty rate is 2.34%. That is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi has done for India. Let me also say one more thing. Rahul Gandhi said, Modi is scared of Trump because of the Adani connection. Arey bhai sahab, kaun sa Adani ka connection? 5 out of the 7 listed Adani companies had their IPOs done when the Congress was in power. And has Rahul Gandhi forgotten that in 2006 or not, at 10 rupees per square meter, only 10 rupees per square meter, that is what Adani paid for land for his SEZ. And who was in power in 2006? Was it the BJP? No. It was Sonia Gandhi's proxy government who allowed Adani to take a controlling stake in Mundra Port in 2005. It was the Congress government. And let me tell you one last point. Adani is only a charade. Actually, Rahul Gandhi is against our institutions. If you remember, before Hindenburg shut down, Rahul Gandhi said, Adani ko itna paisa diya hai SBI ne, SBI khatam ho jayegi. Adani ko itna paisa diya hai LIC ne, LIC barbad ho jayegi. And let me tell Rahul Gandhi, through Arnab Goswami's show, last year SBI posted a net profit of almost 71,000 crore, the highest ever in post-independence India, and LIC posted a net profit of 48,151 crore.
Okay, now, so I want to go back to the contrarian voices. Now, I want to understand Sanjeev and Pulla, that you can, just 1 minute, don't drone away. I would like Patabi, Reddy, Rajat Sethi, Sanjeev and Pulla on the windows, please. See, this is your moment, Pulla, Sanjeev, to say we are not anti-national. Because if you stand with, but you are going to lose this. You should say, no, Arnab, you are wrong. You've been calling all people anti-national, but we are with the government. We are not with Trump. We are not like the Congress party, which compromised before Americans. Sanjeev has been, I think he was with the BBC when Manmohan Singh kowtowed to the Americans and said that the India-Iran gas pipeline project, a strategic energy project, will be given up by India because of pressure on the US-India nuclear deal. He said it's too dangerous and we will not go ahead with the project. So the Congress party gave up on the project. And the strategic decisions in the Congress party's time were dictated by the Central Intelligence Agency or the CIA. And that was revealed not by me, but by Natwar Singh. So at this point of time, see how difficult it is to be the only country in the world, Sanjeev, to be standing up to Trump substantially, not through words, but through a substantial action. It is time for us to therefore take a slightly more informed position on which side we should be on. Sanjeev, what's your stand on this, please, Sanjeev?
Okay. So, one thing is that if I don't agree with your stand,
yes,
which you don't presume that I won't, but that doesn't mean that I'll be anti-national. I just don't like that sermon, but it's fine. That's your play and your show. The issue really is that I completely disagree with Rahul Gandhi. Indian economy is not dead by far. Yes, there is an issue with what Sanju Verma said, that Indian economy is not really alive and kicking in the sense that we have seen it over the last. It is right now a slowing down. There are problems with the economy, but those are domestic issues, local problems, and we'll tide over that as well, I'm sure. But the issue is, like when we reel out these statistics, we'll be the third largest economy soon. We have the seventh largest foreign exchange reserves. We have the seventh gold reserves in the world. And still US is treating like this. That is what embarrasses me.
Still what? Still
that
what?
is what
Still
really
what?
makes me question.
Still what did you
that
say?
What
still
is,
what?
No, sorry, let me complete.
No, just one minute. Do you,
still the
Trump
US
talks like this.
Still,
but,
US and
okay,
Trump
okay,
can,
so let me, 1 minute, just to pause
treat
right
us
there.
Like this,
just to pause
that
right
we are
just
today.
to,
Sorry, let me complete.
Just to pause. China is a much larger economy like us, than us.
I am not
No, China is a much larger economy than us. So, how does Trump speak to China? 1 minute, just 1 minute. You are making it look as if every intellectually congenital defect of Donald Trump is India's responsibility. It is not. Nobody takes responsibility in this world for Trump.
No,
1 minute. Sanjeev, let me go. No, Sanjeev, see. Listen to me. Be reasonable. Listen here. Trump is America's problem. How he talks, how he behaves, what words he uses. Nobody in the world in his right mind is responsible for it. I don't understand what is wrong with you guys. You guys are saying, why is Trump talking to us like this? Does he take our permission before talking to us like this? Did he take Xi Jinping's permission?
No, I never said that.
No. How are we responsible for how he talks? He's a badly behaved fellow. He speaks badly. He's rude. He's desperate.
No, I said something else. Then
why are you blaming?
What did you say? Don't put words in my mouth. I never said, how is he talking?
What did you say?
I said, how is he that if we are so... Please allow me to say it. That if we are so great, if we are so important, if our economy is so good, we are so relevant to the world scheme of things, we are just, cat's whiskers, if you may, then why is Trump treating us like this, that we are today the highest tariff nation in the world?
No one
from US perspective.
Can I ask? Again a little bit. 1 minute. Sanjeev, I'll let Rajat respond to you. One line to you. Listen. This is Trump's problem again, and we are not the highest taxed nation in the world. The total impact of these taxes would be 5% of the 800 billion or so business that we do with the US, given that pharma is exempt. So we are creating too much hype about it, one. Secondly, a month back, Trump had taken...
Aren't we on the 50%
No. 50 is nothing. He took it to 200% with the Chinese. He took it to 200% with the Chinese. He took it to 200% with the Chinese.
Right now 35% with China.
First of all, you are ill-informed.
Sanjeev,
you are absolutely ill-informed. Look at Brazil's tariff. Brazil's tariff is 90%.
How?
So you can't say that India is the maximum tariff cut. Second, this is no certificate being distributed by one global authority by the name of Mr. Trump. He is not the global daddy of the world. Okay, so let us leave it at that. He is not in a position to actually intellectually make a coherent argument. He was exposed today when an ANI journalist asked him, do you know that even you import? He doesn't know anything about how his own government operates, how the entire US economy operates. He has absolutely no clue. So let us leave him and do not expect intellect from him. My problem here, and the topic of this discussion, is the India's opposition's reaction. My problem here is that, you can piggyback on Trump one day and you want to call him a liar the other day in the parliament. You want to basically train your guns on his shoulders. You can do that. You can, take up your brownie points, political brownie points. To which end, I don't care. My problem is that for once, can you be bigger nationalist than what you are?
Oh, yeah.
With even the government, can you actually position and say that, hey, I will tell you, government has failed. I'm not asking you to support the government at all. Say, but this is how I will try to defend my country. Can you as an opposition stand up and say that I will ensure that every single farmer is hand-holded and it's protected against such kind of a tariff war? We will go to every country and try to prove a point. There are ways in framing an argument, sir. There are always ways to take a greater nationalistic position on any problem that our nation faces. But each time it happens, be it the Operation Sindoor, be it terrorist attacks or whatever happens, your instinct is to take the least nationalistic position. That is my problem, sir. And you will not have answers to that.
And Pulla, if that was the...
Sorry. Mr. Sethi, are you, when you keep saying you, do you mean me or the opposition parties?
I mean the opposition, sir. The collective response that the opposition, the first instinctive response that comes from the naysayers. Do you qualify in that club of naysayers? Maybe, maybe not. I am not going to judge you, neither am I in a position to judge you.
Don't say do you. Do the opposition qualify? I don't think asking questions to the government is anti-national.
I think, okay, let me, Pulla, 1 minute, just so that we don't make this personal, I want Patabi to come in. Before that, Pulla. See, Pulla, let's all agree on one thing. That what Narendra Modi is doing today is a difficult thing to do. And let me explain why. Because there's a hell of a lot of American commercial interest on the other side. There is a lot of American pressure, American lobbying, American political interests, global lobbying that is going on. And it may sound very easy for you that Narendra Modi, of course, he will come up and say, I will support Indian dairy producers. Who else will he support? But in doing so, he's saying to America, I will not open the floodgates of the Indian market to subsidized American dairy, because if I do that, I will finish off Amul, I will devastate local pricing, I will wipe out small producers, I will destabilize one of the most important and successful schemes of rural livelihood in the country, which is dairy. And in doing so, he's saying, I am Prime Minister of India. I will not compromise. Now, you know, Pulla, if this was Manmohan Singh or Rahul Gandhi, they would have compromised by now. But it takes a leader of the strength, courage and leadership and personal confidence of Narendra Modi to say, I will not allow genetically modified soya bean or genetically modified corn or genetically modified anything to be used even for animal feed. I will not give the GMO multinational corporations a backdoor entry into Indian agriculture. I know they will fight me. I know they will put money against me. I know they will fund opposition parties. I know they may even fund the Congress party. They may support others, but I am willing to pay the price, but I will not budge an inch. Would the Congress party have done that if it was in power? Would they have done that? Did they do that during Volca? Did they do that during Oil for Food scam? Did they do this during the US nuclear deal? Did they do it? Did they do it? They did not. They did not. They did not. They said, Mr. Bush, the people of India love you.
This position today. Why
the people of India love you.
To this position.
I dare you, I dare any political leader to have taken the position that Narendra Modi has today.
Everyone will take that position.
Nonsense, you didn't when you were in power.
No Indian politician has the opportunity to go against this position. It is an established position. It is a position which has been taken for the last 70 years. This is not the first time.
Really? Did you ever say no to GMO? Did you say no to GMO? Did you say no to GMO? Did you say no to GMO American dairy?
No.
Did you say no to them?
In India,
did you stand up to the Americans bullying you during the Indo-US nuke deal? Did you do that? Did you do that or did you give in? Did you give in? Did you give in? You gave in. You gave in then. So I don't trust you now.
Every politician supports this. Everybody supports this. It is not an independent, unique stand he has taken.
Of course, it's both independent, unique and extraordinary.
Let me ask you one question. One question, please. You brought it is very worrisome when I saw Mr. Amitabh Kant say he has done nothing for 11 years. He says, now is the time for reforms. What was he doing for 11 years in Niti Aayog? What was he doing? He has left us exposed. He sat on that beautiful couch for 11 years. Now that he has quit, he says, it has not offered. So I am worried. I'll be very happy if our friends...
Pulla Rao-ji, you need not be worried.
No, let me finish, Baba. Let me finish one more minute.
Pulla Rao-ji.
I respect you. I listen nicely.
Pulla Rao, one question to you from my side, then I'll be quiet for the rest of the program. Just tell me commonsensical question. Which party was in power when under American pressure, the US Indian currency was devalued in 1966? and tell me what position did the Congress take at that point of time?
Okay, I'll ask you one question.
Why are you asking me a question? Answer my question.
I'll ask you one question. My question will give you the answer. My question will give you the answer. You said Manmohan Singh cancelled the Iran-Pakistan-India pipeline. You know why? Because Pakistan did not agree to TAPI, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India pipeline. That's why they cancelled.
Avoiding my question. Don't avoid my question.
That was the context.
Don't avoid my question.
I need to make a point here.
Don't avoid my question. Patabi Kumar Reddy is responding over TV. Patabi, please. Patabi, let's go with the debate. Please, Patabi is responding. Pulla, he'll listen to you. Pulla, you're losing tonight. You're losing tonight because you're backing Rahul Gandhi, so you're losing tonight. You know, the only thing worse than backing Udaynidhi Stalin is backing Rahul Gandhi.
For my friend, Mr. Patabi.
Yeah, Pulla, please kindly listen. See, Arnab, what I strongly believe today is India need not be a worried nation because of this tariff. Because India is now in a much stronger position under Modi ji. When you compare our situation till 2014 and what we are now, we have grown in leaps and bounds. We are one of the fastest growing economies with 6.5% GDP. And today, our exports have reached 825 billion, which was only 466 billion till 2013-14, up by 77%. The GDP of our country was only 106 lakh crore in 2014-15, whereas it is 331 lakh crore now in 24-25, 3 times more. The FDIs in 2013-14 was only 36 billion, whereas it had touched 81 billion in 24-25. The foreign exchange reserves.
Specific. Patabi, you're reading data, Baba. I'll give you the best data. I'll give you the best data.
India, Arnab, India is in a much stronger position today. The term that Rahul used, the term of dead economy, might have applied to their own UPA 1 and UPA 2 rules, but not to the government under Narendra Modi ji and NDA. These are all the facts. I'm reading out the facts. We are in a much better position today to deal with these kind of situations. And Modi ji is one of the strongest leaders in the entire globe.
I want to ask Sunny. I want to ask Sunny.
Look at the double standards. Look at the double standards of Trump.
Sunny, see, of late you have moved away. You have seen the light. You have understood the wisdom. And for whatever reasons, you have realized it is political suicide to go with the Congress, so you have left them officially. Congratulations for that, Dr. Sunny Ahluwalia. It's a very good decision. Better late than never. Now, having done that, why do you need to take you can be independent today. You don't have to oppose Modi for the sake of it.
No.
Do you think more people will vote for you if you oppose Modi?
No. It is that most widely traveled Prime Minister India ever had. He has been many times to US.
Are you jealous?
And he has again.
Are you jealous? You want to go?
We are proud that even after going so many times to US, the present relation is that the Trump is trying to put 50% of taxes on us only. So if he is moving so much to the same country and after saying that Trump Sarkar is war and after helping every kind of things, it is not only India is getting worse. It is also that the things which will get exported, the business will go down. Even people living in US will get difficult times. But at the same time, the Prime Minister who had traveled to so many countries, but when you see at the relation... Now what relation you had that you had to start the Pakistan war when we were fast and we were trying to capture Pakistan? What was the reason that Trump directly tweeted and we have to agree to this? When we agree to everything of Trump, he is trying to put more taxes on us. I am not against anybody, but at the same time, I'll try to say that whatever Rahul Gandhi says, we don't care for that. but at the same time, whatever the Prime Minister says and whatever relation he says that we have a good relation with the US, but what happens to the relation for getting a fuel from Russia? They are trying to put penalty on us. What kind of Prime Minister we have? This is called good relation or this is a bad relation? Tell me what relation this is.
भाई साहब तुसी बहुत कुछ कहता किसी ने कुछ समझ नहीं आया ਤੁਹਾਡੀ बारी है ये सुनन दी सिर्फ डिबेट च बोलना नहीं है सुनना भी पैंदा है डिबेट च सुनना भी पैंदा भाई साहब डिबेट च सिर्फ बोलना नहीं है तुसी बहुत कुछ कहा है तुसी बहुत कुछ सुनो डिबेट च सिर्फ बोलना नहीं होता डिबेट च सुनना भी
इतनी सुबह होगी कभी तो जागो मोदी भक्तों कभी तो जागो कितनी सुबह होगी कभी तो जागो मोदी भक्तों
चुप हो जाओ ट्रंप ने इतनी वफादारी दिखाने की ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ शांत हो जाओ भाई साहब ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਸੁਣੀਆਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਥੋੜੀ ਸੁਣ ਲਓ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਬੜੀ ਵਿਨમ્રਤਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ
Can you speak in English?
I'm speaking Punjabi with my,
No, but I want to understand. No, the whole country is watching, so I understand Punjabi, but please oblige us, thank you.
Yes. So let me just come back to the key point. I actually like the phrase by Rajat and I would like to borrow it. The global daddy. Yeah, of course. Trump is not the global daddy anymore. He never was. But, on a more serious note, I want to say this. For everybody out there who's lashing out at Prime Minister Modi, oh, he succumbed, he's caved in. Let us, look at three things just. Nobody gave Narendra Modi half a chance, but he consummated a free trade agreement called the Comprehensive Economic Trade Agreement with ASEAN nations. Nobody gave Narendra Modi half a chance. He consummated a free trade agreement with Australia in 2022, but the big daddy of them all is the free trade agreement signed a few weeks back with United Kingdom, whereby our bilateral trade with UK will now go from $58 billion to more than $110 billion plus in less than 4 years. More than 75,000 Indians in the United Kingdom don't have to make any social security contributions.
Now we are all reeling statistics out here. We are all reeling statistics out here. I'll keep the debate more simple than that. I would like to ask. Go back to Sanjeev on this. Sanjeev and Pulla. You see, I want to understand. If your entire position here, Sanjeev, is why is Trump talking down to us, right? Your entire argument is if we are so important and if we have such a great relationship with America, why is Trump talking down to us? I'm sure that's a very political position you're taking. The more informed position you could have taken but chose not to take for reasons of your own understanding is that this is Trump's style of doing business. This is, in his own words, the art of the deal, where you raise the stakes, you talk down, and you expect that the other side sort of wilts. Now, in this case, India is looking back. So the nature of the conversation, therefore, changes. I can safely predict, Sanjeev, that Trump is going to be the one to climb down within 10 to 15 days. And if that happens, would you consider that to be India's success?
Of course I will.
So I think it's going to happen.
What is the doubt in that? I'll be most happy. And there is a possibility, of that happening, since he has given a 21-day window to impose these additional 25% tariff. He has given us a 21-day window in which he maybe, how can anybody read his mind, but in which time Trump may be hoping that he may be able to somehow coax or coerce or
wouldn't you say therefore, Sanjeev, wouldn't you then say that the unflappable response of the Modi government is ideal way to handle Trump?
Unflappable response was a lack of choice for us. Now we have come out with a little, at least we have shown some spine and said that this is unjustified, unreasonable.
At what point in your view did we not show spine?
Arnab,
the statement of the MEA came day before yesterday.
Allow me
what is it? No, I would like to ask
so day before yesterday.
Yeah, the statement of the MEA was clear, we continue to buy Russian oil. So I don't know which is the point of disagreement. What are you disagreeing with?
No, I'm just saying.
You're agreeing.
I'm disagreeing with just one thing. What? Can you just listen now? Why are we so gullible and vulnerable? We take Xi Jinping to Ahmedabad and make him swings. We do all the jappi pappi with Trump and they take us for a ride from Galwan to being the back end of Pakistani army. China does that to us. And now this is what Trump is doing to us. So my question is that why are we so gullible at times?
Okay, this is not like Modi ji took Xi Jinping to Ahmedabad. It was also the other way around.
Like everybody else,
it was also that Xi Jinping took Prime Minister Modi to Wuhan. Diplomacy doesn't work on a prescriptive attitude that you are showing, sir.
That's fine.
There are
anybody may take
games which
but
happen
what is
all
China
the time,
doing?
And those strategic mind games are not discussed on television discussions like this. And of course, you are not privy to 99% things that the government of India and the decision makers are aware of.
They are discussed and implemented on the battlefield.
Do you even know how much our traders
Pakistan fought with Chinese weapon systems.
Allow me to speak. Sit on the hot chair before you pass a running commentary on diplomacy. It is a much more difficult game. Requires an application of mind. Requires an application of mind. It is not an easy task of an armchair critic sitting in and passing sermons on the entire government. It doesn't work like that, sir. There are multiple angles, multiple dimensions.
Who is passing sermons?
You are doing that, sir. You are saying the problem is you without any database. You tell me specifically.
I apologize. I apologize, sir. You are a great mind. You are God's gift to mankind.
What skin in the game do you have, sir? You have none.
Relax.
Please don't do that.
Relax.
I mean, if you are making a commentary, make an informed one. Don't make a biased opinion.
I apologize, sir. अरे सर आप महान हो.
अरे सर आप
बुद्धि के पर्याय हो.
हूं या नहीं हूं, आपके ज्ञान से थोड़ा सा ज्यादा इन्फॉर्म्ड ज्ञान है.
आप महान हो सर. मैं आपके चरण का है. आप दीजिए.
Hey guys, chill. It's only MAGA versus MEGA. It's not we versus each other. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, every day we fight America, we earn the respect of the real free world. When I'm back, the India and friends on one side and the pro-Trump lobby on the other. This is going to be a hot debate.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।